Welcome back to Texas Top Homes. Today we're chatting with one of Texas' top realtors, Ty Williams, president of R.J. Williams & Company. Ty, thanks for being on the show with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy.
So Ty, let's change gears and talk a little bit about sellers. How do your agents help clients decide how much to sell their house for?
You know, that's a great question, Joe. It is a seller's market, as you probably already know. And the truth is, a lot of folks just go out there and put a sign in the yard and put it up on the MLS and just hope for the best. Well, the truth is that when you go in there and you sit down with a client, you want to go through and look at competitive market analysis. And really, you want to compare your competition and you want to compare what's sold. So where's your competition at, is meaning that are there other homes in the area that are selling, and what are they selling for? What are they listed for? Mm-hmm. And then what has sold in the area, so you can look at past history, and then you go from there as far as pricing. So you look at it with your client. Ultimately, what I always say is it's always best for your client to make that decision, because the fact is they're the one who are selling the home. They own the home. I'm not going to dictate to them exactly what to sell that home for. Together as a team, we will go through and make that call.
Let's say you have that seller who has a number in mind. Like you said, you like to leave it up to them, but the number they have in mind is just way out there, and there's no way it's for that. Yeah, exactly. There's no way. They're saying their house is worth $1 million and it's more like $250,000. How do you handle that type of discussion with that seller?
That's a really good question, because that does come up. And honestly, in this market, as you know, there are many folks out there who really believe that their house is worth more than it truly is.
Sure.
The fact is, numbers don't lie. And then you look at the numbers. If you price the house properly and to the market value, it will sell at that value more than likely in this market. If you don't price your house properly, you're going to get less showings.
Sure.
And what that means is it's going to sit up on the market longer, and you have less of a chance to get that price you want ultimately in the long run, because everyone's going to say, well, there must be something wrong with the house.
Right.
Even though there may not be anything, it's a perfectly good house. But if you price it too high, you could price yourself out of the market and really hurt your chance of actually getting what you truly wanted in the first place. When you look at the pricing strategy of someone who really wants to go high as well, sometimes those aren't the clients you want to work with either.
Sure.
Right.
If they don't have realistic expectations and you don't set honest expectations with them, then truly you may not be a good fit for us as a client, because we want to be honest with you and be upfront with you and share the truth of the market with you. Now, sometimes people do come in and they're underpriced, and that does happen as well, and they don't realize, hey, it's really gone up this much in this short amount of time. Right. That's something that does occur.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a great problem. I like those problems, and we like to sell them that way. We won't do this. We won't underprice your house just so we can say we went this much over asking. You know, you see a lot of folks that do brag about going this much over asking. Well, the fact is, the market's only going to bear what the market will bear.
Right.
Sure.
And that's just the way it is.
Well, I can tell you, we appreciate brokers and companies like yours who take the time to price houses properly, so when they do sell, when we're working on the loan, we, of course, have to get the appraisal done. And if it was priced incorrectly and they got an offer in based on that price, we get the appraisal done, and now the appraisal is nowhere near that number. Now that's a whole other discussion we have to have. So we appreciate good realtors and good brokers such as yourself that take the time to do the research to make sure the numbers are accurate.
Right.
So when we get onto the loan and get it done for all your clients, we know that's not going to be an issue.
Absolutely, and you don't want the hurdles that come up from things that are unnecessary. You know, we want to make sure that the transaction goes smooth. Everyone comes out being very happy. If people get their mind set on a certain number and it goes through and then it has to drop off because of a bad appraisal or because of inaccurate pricing on the agent's side, it really doesn't make people very happy.
Absolutely.
Sure. Ty, if our listeners want to get in touch with you or one of your agents about listing or buying a home, what's your website?
rjwilliamsco.com.
And your phone number?
682-214-7592. We look forward to hearing from you.